我哋今年係第12年咧喺呢個寶活公園舉辦呢個中秋嘉年華。咁今年好開心咧，我哋就可以邀請到我哋紐省嘅救火員啦。今日咧就佢哋會全日都喺度俾啲細路仔玩同埋體驗啲消防安全嘅知識。同埋我哋今日有我哋嘅AFL 喺我哋左嗰邊咧，同嗰啲機動遊戲一齊，就有啲踢球比賽。咁啊，今日咧都好開心咧，我哋就可以邀請到香港紅星Mandy Wong 黃智雯咧，會晏少少咧同大家見面，同埋會唱歌，同埋會有同大家活動遊戲嘅。咁希望咧大家可以今日繼續可以享受我哋呢個今年嘅中秋嘉年華。咁趁呢個機會咧就唔阻大家時間，但希望今日玩得開心。Thank you.
Next, we welcome Councillor John Faker, Mayor of Burwood Council, to give a speech.
谢谢。大家好。Can I just begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians on the land on which we meet and pay my respects to elders both past and present. To our federal member, Sally Sutu, and our state member, Jason Yatsin Lee. To our good friends and guests that are here as well today with us, Damien Tudor-Hope and the Shadow Minister, Mark Couré, welcome. Mark, I always tell you that Burwood is the heart of central Sydney, but it is also the capital of festivals. And that's why we love celebrating these events, because we are the 5th most diverse community in the country. 5th most diverse. Over 60% of our residents speak a language other than English. We have more than 100 nationalities represented here with 30 different religious faith backgrounds. And it is the best example of a community that lives in peace and harmony. And today when I was walking up Burwood Park, not only was the smell of great food leading me to all these different stalls, it was also great to see so many people from our community represented here, enjoying the day, celebrating the Moon Festival with our Asian community. So on behalf of the council, I would like to congratulate Jackie and Ricky, AC878. Can you get a more good luck, prosperous number than 878? I think that's why Jackie picked it. But in saying that, we've had 12 years of a relationship with Jackie and Ricky, and we will continue to work together to ensure that our community, our rich, diverse community, celebrates main events, main festivals like this Moon Festival here today. Also, just finally, I want to say to our community, thank you for the work that you do. Thank you for being a part and involved in our community events, in our council events, and being active members of our community. That's what makes Australia such a great country. It is welcoming, accepting, understanding, and it respects other cultures. And that's why we, as Australians, continue to celebrate the differences that our different community members have here, because we like to acknowledge that. Finally, Jung Chu Je Kuala.
It would be remiss of me, apologies, I didn't acknowledge Sally to the local federal member for Reid. Thank you for coming. You've always been very supportive of our events and advocate the interests of the local community. Thank you for coming, Sally.
Next, we welcome the Honourable Jason Yatsen Lee, MP, Member for Strathfield, representing Chris Minns, Premier of New South Wales, to give a speech.
Thank you very much. Hello everyone. Can I also acknowledge the Wongal people on whose land we're meeting today? May we pay our respects to their elders past and present. It's my pleasure to represent the Premier, Chris Minns, here today, as well as the Minister for Multiculturalism, Mr. Steve Camper. Congratulations to Jackie and to Ricky and their team for putting on another wonderful Mid-Autumn Festival event here in Burwood. It makes me so proud, not just as the member for Strathfield, but also as a Chinese Australian, to see Burwood's development. The development of Burwood, seeing it flourish in the way that it has, really speaks to how Chinese Australians have made a mark in this country. It really shows the contribution that Chinese Australians make in this country. Through our culture, through our food, through our civic contributions, through our businesses, through our education, through our young people, through all of these things. The contribution that Chinese Australians make here, it makes me very, very, very proud. A lot of this development in Burwood is thanks to the leadership of John Faker, Mayor John Faker, and his team from Burwood Council over many years have stewarded the development of Burwood into the thriving hub of Chinese Australian culture that it is now. 让我跟大家说几句中文吧。我仅代表西南威尔士州长，很高兴今天能参加 Burwood 中秋节嘉年华。我想感谢 Jackie 和 Ricky， 每年都在 Burwood Park 庆祝主持中秋活动。这已经成为我们 Burwood 社区每年必不可少的盛事。现在 Burwood 已经成为了华人区的代名词，在这儿有各地的中华美食，还有华人喜欢参加的活动。在短短5年 ，Burwood 已经成为了最受欢迎的地区。每周末晚上在这儿依然灯火通明，热闹非凡。Burwood 是海外华人在悉尼的缩影。Burwood 的发展也证明了澳洲华人在澳大利亚的影响力越来越强。我不仅仅作为 Burwood 的议员代表，作为一个华人，让我感到特别自豪。所以我想再次感谢参加和主持这次活动的所有人，希望你们可以和家人和朋友共度一个美好的中秋节。大家中秋节快乐，谢谢。
Next, we welcome the Honourable Damien Tutop, MLC Shadow Treasurer and Shadow Minister for Industrial Relations. Welcome.
Thank you, and I also start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we gather today. John, I live in Eastwood, and I have to say that John Faker is wrong. Eastwood has a fantastic multicultural community. We are probably the centre of all the best festivals which occur in Sydney. I commend him on the work that he does in relation to making sure that Burwood is represented on the festival map. But we've got the Granny Smith Festival coming up in Eastwood shortly, and there are lots of wonderful things that occur. And in fact, I happen to live in Rose Street in Eastwood, and I just love the community in which we live. But Moon Festival is one of the great events for the multicultural community because it's a family event. Sharing mooncakes with family members, but making sure that we attend on family celebrations is at the heart of what this festival is all about. So everything which is occurring today, at the heart of it is you gathering with your family and celebrating with the whole of your extended family those things which are important to you today. So this is a wonderful event. We're very lucky that to have every person to contribute to this event. Thanks to Jackie and Ricky and those who actually have the foresight and the courage to get out there and be great community contributors. So enjoy this festival. There's lots of things to do. All those people who've got stalls, every one of them wants to see you. They want to take your money. So get out there and make sure that you go and visit every stall today. Make sure you take all your children, buy plenty of mooncakes, and enjoy this period, this next 3 days with your family.
Next, we welcome the Honourable Mark Curray, MP, Shadow Minister for Multiculturalism, to give a speech.
Well, good afternoon everyone. It's wonderful to be here today at Burwood Park. I want to acknowledge, of course, the traditional owners of the lands in which we meet today and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. I want to acknowledge Ricky and Jackie and my parliamentary colleagues, Damien, Jason and Sally. Of course, the Mayor of Burwood, John Faker, who has as Mayor done an outstanding job in putting on today, of course, with the help of AC 878 radio. Today, of course, is a wonderful example of the success of multiculturalism here in Australia. Today, of course, the Mid-Autumn Festival, and the Moon Festival, is a wonderful opportunity to celebrate with family and friends, and it's wonderful to see the Chinese, the Vietnamese, Korean communities here at Burwood. As Damien mentioned, it's wonderful to see as well so many sponsoring stalls and families here today. Of course, Australia is a wonderful example to the rest of the world of how multiculturalism works, and Sydney in particular, but New South Wales as a whole, is a great example of that to the rest of the country. We have people from each corner of the globe here in New South Wales, and particularly here in Australia. Of course, we have people from many different backgrounds here in Burwood, and it's wonderful to see the Mid-Autumn Festival getting bigger, better and stronger each and every year. I think over the last 12 years you've had the Moon Festival here, or the Mid-Autumn Festival here at Burwood, and I think it's fair to say that I've at least been to half of those. So it is wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to see so many people here today. Enjoy the rest of the today. The weather looks fantastic, and we'll see you out and about enjoying some of the cuisine that's on offer. Thank you.
Next, we welcome the Honourable Sally Sittle, MP Member for Reid, to give a speech.
大家好，中秋节快乐！希望大家可以跟家人一起吃一些月饼。Good afternoon, everyone. I'm really excited to be here to celebrate this wonderful Moon Festival. I do have a confession to make though. I do not enjoy eating mooncake. Every year I try, they say there's a new flavour, there's a new way that they're making mooncakes, you should try this one. And every year I try and I just don't, it's just not my cup of tea. So I'll keep eating mooncakes because I feel like it's something that you need to do on this special occasion. But really what the Mid-Autumn Festival to me is about being around family. And my Mum recently, she went to visit her family in Laos, and it has been 6 years since she has seen her sisters. And before she went on that flight to Laos, she turned to me and she said that she was really nervous about flying again. It'd been a number of years since she had flown and she was scared about going back on the plane again. And I said to my mum, if you don't go this time, you may never see your sisters again. So she took that flight and she had a great time with her sisters. But it reminds me that for many of us, at a time like this when we want to be with family, often we can't be with family. And so that's why to Jackie and Ricky and the team, it's so important that we have the service that you've been able to provide. A little taste of family from back home here in Sydney. Through your TV stations, through your radio station now, but through festivals like this. Because that sense of family is so important, and whilst you may not be able to go home and see them, it's great to be able to celebrate with your new family here in Australia. So I hope you have a great day. Have some mooncake. I'm going to try another one this year, hopefully. Maybe there's a new flavour that I'll like. But I look forward to celebrating with you all.
Thank you. Now, I'd like to ask our guests of honor to stay for a group photo. But before we do that, our special guests from Hong Kong have already arrived. So I'd also like to invite her to come to the stage to take a photo together with our guests of honor.
我哋有請台上所有嘅 VIP 嘉賓留步，同遠道而嚟嘅藝人一齊拍一張大合照。今年我哋 AC878邀請咗嚟自香港嘅藝人嚟到嘉年華呢度，同我哋嘅澳洲觀眾見面同埋玩遊戲。佢拍過好多好出名嘅劇集，譬如好似《使徒行者》、《飛虎》、3個女人一個人、《Encore 36小時》、《個魔的》。除咗做戲叻之外咧，佢都好擅長唱歌跳舞。冇幾耐之，哇！好，咁我哋熱烈嘅掌聲唔該，有請我哋香港遠道而嚟嘅嘉賓黃智雯上台同我哋嘅 VIP 一齊影一張大合照。
Please welcome Mandy Wong. Now I'd like to ask our VIPs of honor to come forward for a group photo with our guest from Hong Kong.
在 Burwood Uniting Church 举办一场跟华语流行音乐和经典华语歌曲有关，一首很轻快的小小的关系的